All right, I feel like I haven't done this in so long. Shalom, this is that Jew Girl Lew here, Zoe. This video is a bit different from what you might normally see on my channel, and this is because I want to share that there is an explanation as to why I haven't posted a video in the past few weeks, and to share a brief update on a possible trip to Israel. A lot of change, good change, has been happening the past few months. I will be moving at the end of the month, so I've been working on packing and selling things and just downsizing, and I was lucky enough to be able to post the gefilte fish video, the gefilte fish taste test video featuring my family. If you have not seen that video, please go give it a watch and give it a thumbs up. I do plan that once I have moved into my new apartment and things have settled a little bit, I hope to get back on the regular schedule of putting out videos at least every other week. Now, I want to announce that I actually had the opportunity to go to Israel with my church, the trip being scheduled for this October 2023. But why do I not look so excited, you ask? So back in January, my church had announced that they were planning a couple of mission trips, and they asked the congregation, like, hey, how many of you would be interested, kind of testing the waters, seeing how many might be interested in going, just to see if it would be worth doing. They had a few options, like Kenya, and the other was Israel and Jordan, and the Israel and Jordan trips would be combined because we actually have other churches there that we support in both Kenya and Jordan. And they ended up deciding that they were going to try to do both of these trips. And I was so excited, of course. I felt like this was an answered prayer. And I made sure that I was one of the first people to sign up for the Israel-Jordan trip. So the trip was getting planned out. We had the itinerary, we had payment plans, and all that fun stuff. There was originally a little over 20 of us who had committed to this trip. But unfortunately, too many people in the group ended up dropping out. I don't know the exact reason why, but I can't help but think it is because of the tensions and the attacks that are still currently happening in Israel. Again, if you would like to learn more about what is happening in Israel, please go watch my vlog, episode 12, on current events. As a result, this trip was, well, you probably guessed it already, it was canceled. And of course, I am disappointed. I am a bit heartbroken by it. I was very committed to this trip. I found out about, the trip in January, and I kept very quiet about it on here because I think I knew deep down that maybe something like this could happen, a cancellation could happen. And I had only told my family, like my friends, my close friends, family, and my supporters. I had applied for my passport in February, and I received it in the mail literally right, like as of this week, 1 week after I found out that I wasn't going to Israel. And it felt like a punch to the guts. I can tell you that much. I was even getting ready to let my employer know that I was going to have to take 2 weeks off of work in October. I had prayed very hard about this trip, thinking that it was everything that I had wanted it to be. I've come to realize that perhaps God just doesn't want me there right now, or maybe he still does, I don't know, but I was very hard to accept for a few days. I cried a lot. I think it's important that I share this because I had planned to okay, this is when I'm going to announce that I will be going to Israel. It's going to be amazing. I actually chose the month of September to be the month that I would reveal that I would be going. In about 10 days, maybe before departure, I would be doing a countdown on the channel. I'm not saying that that's still something I can't do. I just think that I got ahead of myself a little bit because clearly my timeline just didn't line up with God's timeline. But this doesn't mean that I've stopped praying. I know there will be a time when I get to Israel. Maybe it just won't be as soon as I had planned. Although now I am starting to believe that this trip getting canceled could be, it could possibly be a blessing. Because when I do get to Israel, it will be so much sweeter and so much more meaningful. I want to thank all my 15 subscribers for your patience with me these past few weeks. I have not forgotten and I have not grown bored. I hope to have more videos out actually in the month of August. I have a lot of cool things planned out that I absolutely cannot wait to share with you guys. I do ask that you pray for me, whether you are a fellow brother or sister in Christ, or if you're Jewish. Not only that I can continue to learn more about my Jewish heritage and to chronicle that process, also that I can continue to use my creativity to this creativity that God has given me to share the gospel with the world as a part of that. And this world is growing darker and darker, and it will continue to get darker, and I can't just sit by, being complacent and keeping what I know about my salvation to myself. So God bless and Shavua Tov. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Realize that perhaps, oh my goodness, first blooper.